Few filmmakers in Hollywood today wield the kind of creative energy and cultural influence James Gunn does. Known for his trailblazing work on Guardians of the Galaxy and The Suicide Squad, Gunn has become a key architect of the modern superhero genre, blending irreverence, heart, and an uncanny ability to tap into the zeitgeist. Now, as the newly appointed co-chair of DC Studios alongside Peter Safran, Gunn faces his most colossal challenge yet: reshaping the sprawling DC universe, with Superman at its very core. In an exclusive conversation, Gunn opens up about his vision for Superman, his reverence for Superman, Red Sun and Gods and Monsters, and what fans can expect from the next chapter of DC's heroic saga. Superman, the ultimate symbol of hope. Gunn starts with the iconic character who arguably defines the superhero genre itself, Superman. Superman is hope incarnate, Gunn says. He's not just about power or flying around. He's a beacon, a symbol of everything good about humanity. That's why he endures. He represents an ideal we all aspire to. This idealism is something Gunn is eager to explore deeper. A lot of Superman stories focus on his strength. But what really fascinates me is his moral compass and how he carries the weight of being a god among men. How does that affect his humanity? How does he stay connected to the people he's trying to protect? These questions drive my take. Gunn admits he's a fan of different Superman interpretations, but is especially drawn to stories that complicate the myth. Like Superman, Red Sun, the 2003 Elseworlds comic imagining Superman raised in the Soviet Union. Red Sun is brilliant because it flips the entire narrative, showing how environment shapes ideals and identity. It's a fascinating what-if that forces us to rethink who Superman could be. Gods and Monsters. Inspiration for the new era. Another key influence on Gunn's creative mindset is the 2015 animated film, Justice League, Gods and Monsters. This darker, edgier take on the Justice League presented alternative versions of familiar heroes, with a Superman who is the son of General Zod and possesses a more ruthless streak. Gods and Monsters dared to challenge the traditional superhero archetype. Gunn notes, it embraced the idea that gods, even heroes, can be flawed, dangerous, and complicated. That's something I want to explore more. Superheroes who reflect the complexity of the modern world. Gunn's vision aligns with the shift in comic book storytelling toward layered, morally ambiguous characters. People want heroes who feel real, who struggle with their identity and the consequences of their actions. I think Gods and Monsters paved the way for that kind of storytelling in superhero media, building a cohesive DC universe. Challenges and opportunities with this reverence for Superman and a desire to innovate. Gunn's appointment alongside Peter Safran marks a new dawn for DC Studios. The duo's mission is to unify the DC film, TV, and animation projects into a coherent, interconnected universe, something the brand has struggled with amid numerous reboots and tonal shifts. We have an incredible opportunity to build something fresh but rooted in the legacy of DC, Gunn explains. It's about respecting the characters and their history, but also allowing new stories to emerge, stories that feel authentic to our times. Gunn is candid about the challenges. DC has such a rich, sprawling mythology, and managing that while making stories accessible and emotionally resonant isn't easy. But that's exactly why it's exciting. We want to create a universe where every story matters and every character feels vital. What's next for Superman and DC? While Gunn remains tight-lipped about specific upcoming projects, he hints that Superman will play a central role in the new DC era. He's the heart of the DC universe. Whatever stories we tell, he'll be integral, whether it's in movies, shows, or animation. He also emphasizes a willingness to experiment with tone and format. We want to tell stories that surprise and move people, mixing blockbuster spectacle with intimate character moments. And we're open to exploring animation, live action, and even genre hybrids. Gunn also confirms his passion for nurturing fresh voices and diverse perspectives within the DC roster. Superheroes belong to everyone, and I want to ensure that the new DC universe reflects the world we live in. Representation isn't just about checking boxes, it's about enriching stories. Reflecting on his journey, from Guardians to DC, looking back at his career, Gunn acknowledges how his experience with Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy shaped his approach. Guardians was a chance to take lesser-known characters and make them feel alive and relatable. I see a similar challenge with some DC characters, giving them a distinct voice and heart, but he's quick to note the differences. DC is a different beast. The tone is often more mythic, the stakes grander in some ways. That means we get to explore different themes and emotional depths. It's a new playground for me, and I'm loving every minute. Fans can expect surprises as the conversation closes. Gunn teases that fans should prepare for surprises that will challenge expectations and expand the superhero genre. We're not just making movies and shows, we're building a new mythology. It's going to be bold, innovative, and deeply human. And we can't wait to share it. Final thoughts. James Gunn's vision for Superman and the DC Universe feels both respectful and revolutionary. By embracing the hope and idealism of the Man of Steel while exploring the complexity of modern heroes, inspired by stories like Red Sun and Gods and Monsters, Gunn aims to craft a DC universe that resonates on a profound emotional level. Fans eager for the next chapter of DC's storied saga have much to anticipate under Gunn's creative stewardship. Keywords: James Gunn, Superman, DC Studios, Peter Safran, Superman Red Sun, Justice League Gods and Monsters, DC Universe, Superhero, Movies, DC Films, DC TV shows, Superhero storytelling, DC mythology, Superman character, Superhero complexity, Superhero hope, DC reboot, New DC Universe, DC animation, Superhero representation, Superhero legacy, Superhero future, Superhero genre, comic, book adaptation, Superhero moral complexity, Superhero film director, Superhero creative vision, Superhero fan expectations, DC superheroes, modern superheroes, Superhero icons. If you want me to expand or tweak any section, add more quotes, or focus on a particular angle, just let me know.